South Australians have always been big on motorsport, so it's not surprising its fans would want a state-of-the-art complex to meet their needs. In recent years, other states have used taxpayers' money to help build venues, but here it's private money being put forward. The proponents say all they want is a fair market price or a long-term lease on a swampy site at Gillman to invest up to $150 million to build Australia's most comprehensive motorplex. They say the state government and the Land Management Corporation, who own the land, are less than helpful in making their dreams come true. Two weeks ago, hundreds of hot rods and sports cars were in the parklands at the start of a fun run to the Barossa. And the Mayor of Port Adelaide, Gary Johansson, a keen motor enthusiast himself, couldn't pass up the chance to promote the idea of a new motorplex in his council area.
Some of these vehicles are unique in the world, and we could have them on display. We could have events down at Port Adelaide. Motorsport is something that a lot of people are passionate about.
It's also a sport that encompasses everything from classic cars to dragsters.
We have some of the best drag strips on earth in Australia. We have no drag strip at all in Adelaide.
We have the private investors here. They don't seem to want their money. We're not asking for a cent. But the jet sprint boats right down the end there, that's where the track will be, along with the Speedway Park.
It's been a long and difficult road for these three self-confessed revheads. More than 3 years ago, they chose this 103-hectare site of marshland at Gillman to make a motorsport mecca. Similar to successful concepts interstate, it would be a multi-function site with a racing circuit and a drag strip. It would also have a jet boat course on the perimeter and a retail hub for motor enthusiasts. And it's already won the backing of the local council, the Liberal Party and the National Drag Racing Association.
We've backed the consortium since they first began. They looked at a few other options to deliver drag racing to Adelaide, and this ended up being the priority. Certainly they've done a lot of work already on some of the challenges that are presented by this site, and we're quite confident that once the land becomes available, they'll deliver in spades.
The $25 million to develop stage one of a $150 million project has already been sourced and promised.
So you could be seeing several 100,000 people going to this venue?
Over the course of a year, without a problem at all.
Bill Russo is one of three investors ready to put in more than $8 million to kickstart the project. He owns the massive City Dismantlers group of companies at Gepps Cross, and this $500,000 sports car is just one of the 5 Ferraris he owns and hopes to drive on the track one day.
The people actually which love motorsport, they're normal workers like everybody else. They pay their taxes, but yet they don't have anywhere for them to participate in their sport. Well, obviously, they don't enjoy watching their sport.
But unlike the Adelaide Oval project, the motorsport enthusiasts say they're not asking the government to give them any money. Just stop giving them the runaround and give them the right to use the land.
We want to just be able to either purchase the land or lease the land at market value, and we're not getting anywhere.
Anna McGale is the spokesperson for the consortium. She was so frustrated on Australia Day at the start of the election campaign, she organised hundreds of cars in a protest drive to the Gillman site.
These are a lot of what used to be true Labor voters. None of them, not once did I hear that they would vote for Labor in this next election.
The group even made an election ad to help push their case and got the Liberals to give them the green light. But they say despite years of talking, the Rann government still won't make a decision.
3.5 years later, we seem to have stalled, and it's very hard to get answers from the government that actually make sense, because no one can fathom this. Why wouldn't you want something that's going to bring money and through tourism, revenue, etc., into this state?
And Garth Tander has them on their feet.
The Mayor of Port Adelaide Enfield thinks the new site's so good it'll one day be the home for the supercar series as well.
So I would like to see Clipsal moved out of the city because of the destruction of the parklands every year and the cost to the people of South Australia with the establishment of setting it up and then